Good evening, I'm Keaton Hall. Flash flood relief continues across the mountain as rain continues to fall. We're still in our severe weather alert day coverage, so let's throw it over to Cameron Aaron for a look at the forecast. Cameron.
Yeah, that's right, Keaton. Our severe weather alert day coverage continues into tonight as more rain continues to fall across the mountains. Here is a live look at pinpoint Doppler right now, and you can see showers and storms continue to move across the area. Some heavier rain falling near London at this hour over portions of Laurel County, and this rain is also moving off towards the east northeast. So just a heads up for people in Clay County over towards Owsley County. This heavier rainfall is moving into your direction. We also have a flash flood warning in effect right now for portions of Bell and Whitley County until 12:30 in the morning, so about the next hour and a half or so on that warning. And we also have another warning, a flash flood warning for Whitley County. This is southern Whitley County. This does not include Williamsburg, but this does include the interstate, especially near Saxton, and this goes until 11:45 tonight, so about another 45 minutes or so on that warning. That flood watch, it continues until 8 in the morning on Monday, so please be sure you have a way to receive warnings tonight and as we get into Monday morning, especially into the overnight hours. You will want to have a way to receive those warnings. Temperatures tonight, mild and muggy in the lower 70s for most of us. 73 for Somerset and Jackson, 74 in Monticello, 72 over in Pikeville. Temperatures tonight only falling into the upper 60s and lower 70s. Watching out for more showers and storms across the mountains, and please be sure you have a way to receive warnings just in case, because we could see a few more flash flood warnings issued. I have your full forecast, plus when you can expect some drier weather coming up in just a little bit. Keaton.
Thanks, Cameron. Governor Andy Beshear visited 3 eastern Kentucky counties hit hard by flooding. At his stop in Perry County, he and local leaders talked about recovery and rebuilding efforts. Beshear says it will take some time, but slowly, eastern Kentucky will build back its infrastructure.
The next couple days are going to continue to be tough, but I promise you life will get better. We will get everyone stabilized.
The governor reports 28 deaths, but WYMT confirmed 6 deaths today. But those numbers were not included in his official report. Governor Beshear made his final stop of the day in Whitesburg, touring one of the neighborhoods hardest hit by this week's floods. As John Lowe explains, the perseverance of those hardest impacted left quite an impression on him.
Come take me down. Yeah, I'm sorry.
In his years as governor, Andy Beshear has seen ice damage, tornado damage, and now flood damage.
Oh yeah, God bless you.
On Sunday in Whitesburg, he also saw the can-do attitude of the mountains.
We knew that we were in trouble, but each person that I've contacted for help, they have been right there for us, and some I didn't even have to call.
In the Upper Bottom neighborhood, several have answered the call to one of their neighbors, Kathy Collins.
I've lived in this house for 10 years, and it's the home for my children when they come for holidays and birthdays, and you know, it's all gone now. Everything's gone, devastated. The water was 6 foot in here. So now we're trying to recoup and get the mud out and the water out and try to start over and rebuild.
Kathy's friends working to find what can be saved, what can't, and clean up what they called one of the prettiest houses in the neighborhood.
I think everybody has tried to help. I can't imagine anybody not helping if they see someone that needs it.
You know, this neighborhood, Upper Bottom in Whitesburg, is like a little neighborhood.
Getting to work and cleaning things up to put this chapter in the past.
You know, you can't be Debbie Downer all the time. You have to just put your foot forward and move on and get the cleanup and start the new process.
Echoing the governor's call from the pandemic to not just get through it, but get through it together. In Whitesburg, John Lowe, WYMT Mountain News.
Kathy tells us that despite the damage to her house, she's planning on making the trip to the Virgin Islands to watch her daughter get married at the end of the week, adding that she was going to attend come heck or high water. 6 people in Breathitt County are among the confirmed dead from last week's flooding. Officials there say they're keeping a close eye tonight as more rain continues to fall. Search and rescue crews say they worry that The waterways may be even more susceptible to flooding after all the damage and debris that's left behind from earlier this week. The physical damage has been catastrophic, but Brendan Miller worries about the mental toll this could take.
Once you suffer this type of flooding, not once, but now twice, when people hear rain, it's going to affect them for months, years, and maybe even the rest of their lives.
Tonight, the Breathitt County Sheriff has imposed a curfew because of looting. It goes in effect from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. each night until further notice. Law enforcement in Letcher and Perry counties have also reported issues with looting. The Letcher County Sheriff's Office announced today that they had received police cruisers from around the region. Officials say they've received cruisers from Mount Washington, Wise County Sheriff, Harlan Police, and Lincoln County Sheriff. In a Facebook post, the office said they had many more coming. In that quote, "There are no words to describe the level of awe and appreciation we have for it all," end quote. Officials with the Corbin Arena are offering free event tickets in exchange for flood relief donations. The EKY Disaster Relief Donation Drive is from August 1st, tomorrow, through the 5th, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Corbin Arena box office. 2 tickets for each show will be provided, and each event has a specific donation requirement. Events include Shaggy and TLC, Walker Hayes, and Travis Tritt. So far, people in 5 counties can apply for individual assistance from FEMA. The counties included are Breathitt, Clay, Knott, Letcher, and Perry, and they could be adding more places to that list. There are a few things you will need to have available when you apply for FEMA assistance. It includes your phone number, the address you were in at the time of the disaster, and your current address and social security number. It also asks that if you're using direct deposit, you have banking information, and if you're insured, you have your policy number or company name. FEMA officials say they hope to help as many people as they can so they can start to rebuild their homes. Julia Sandor has more.
We're here to help people recover as best we can.
For some Eastern Kentuckians, it's going to be a long road to recovery. Nate Custer, a spokesperson with FEMA, says the damage they've seen so far is going to take an especially long time to fix.
Unfortunately, what makes this one so tough is so many of these homes cannot be repaired. People can hardly even find what used to be their home.
He says if you have homeowners, renters, or flood insurance, you should file a claim as soon as possible. And if your policy doesn't cover all the damage, you could be eligible for federal assistance. Especially
if you're in a mode of clearing it up and whatever. Try to get a photo of just what it looked like at the worst, and save those photos.
And if you have any damages repaired while you wait for assistance, FEMA might be able to reimburse you if you save your receipts. He says, unlike a hurricane or tornado, this historical flooding came without much warning.
We're here to help the people. First of all, we've been on response and rescue mode, and with a lot of partners, but that is going to be kind of morphing into a recovery mode as people are found and located, and we get a better idea along with our partners about just what is going on, has gone on.
He says FEMA will soon be going out into the communities to help those in need.
Well, in just a few days, those at East Perry Elementary School in Hazard have put back to school prep on hold to help the devastated communities in our area. The Perry County school system is offering food, water, clothing, cleaning supplies, and other essentials at East Perry and offering an emergency shelter at West Perry. And although relief coordinators are happy with the community support, they need the momentum to keep going.
The hurt on the people's faces when you go out, it's devastating. And we want to be the people that step up and do something positive. You know, we know we can't fix it, but we can do things that can make their life a little bit easier.
One of the coordinators of the East Perry flood relief efforts, Jody Maggard, says if you're interested in volunteering with East Perry's efforts, all you need to do is show up. The Kentucky River Regional Animal Shelter here in Hazard has been without power or water since Thursday. Those with the shelter say they've relied on the help of numerous rescue groups to transport animals to larger areas. Shelter staff member Minnie Owsley says they have been working to transport their pre-flood population to make room for stray and misplaced animals.
We've been talking with some people who've been through it before, and according to all their advice, over the next few days, especially after the people recovery part slows down, then we're going to start getting a lot of the stray animals.
Housley says she and the rest of the shelter staff and volunteers are grateful for the donations they've received from the community. The shelter's board chairman, Tammy Noble, says they're still asking for volunteers to help clean up after the animals. As many Appalachians inside and outside of eastern Kentucky rally to help one another following the flood, several eastern Kentuckians are coming back home to help the communities that raised them. Former WYMT anchor Sherry Sparks is one of those eastern Kentuckians who wanted to help her hometown. Sparks returned to the Buckhorn area from Cincinnati to aid in relief efforts. She says although it's devastating to see what the flood left behind, she's moved by how Eastern Kentucky has come together over the past few days.
If you are from here, your heart is here, and you jump into action when you need to, and so that's what a lot of people do, and I'm just so proud to be from here, and to have people telephone me, say, what can we do? And that's what it's all about. It's a great community.
Sparks says the power company arrived to the area earlier today, but so many people are still without water and power. She's also asking for community support in getting Buckhorn Elementary up and running again so kids can return to school and so school staff can return to work. The East Bernstadt Fire and Rescue delivered a trailer of items to Eastern Kentucky this morning. A post on their Facebook page said they're collecting to send another load of supplies soon. Their most needed items include cleaning supplies like shovels and brooms, as well as first aid supplies and non-perishable food items. They're accepting all donations at their department on North Laurel Road. You can find more weather coverage on our website, WYMT.com, and you can also get the latest on the WYMT News app. Just scan the code on your screen with your phone camera to download the app. It'll take you right to it. You can also sign up for breaking news alerts, and we also encourage you to download the WYMT weather app for the latest warnings and live radar anytime. Coming up at 11, a local community pulls together to build a vital bridge after floods carry theirs away.
And a flood watch continues through tonight. I have your latest forecast coming up.